Good morning. My name is Tina Hosey. I'm with Academic Assistance here at New River Community College, and today we're going to take just a few minutes to talk about mitosis. Now, mitosis is the process by which all of the somatic cells in your body divide, except for the sex cells, which are eggs and sperm. So there are 6 phases in cell division: interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. However, only these center 4 are actually labeled as mitosis. So to give you just a quick look at the big picture of mitosis, you're going to start off with one parent cell, and you're going to wind up with 2 genetically identical daughter cells. Now, I'm really big on acronyms, so if you can remember the acronym ITMATC, that will help you keep each one of these steps in order. Okay, so now we're going to break it down, and we're going to take a look at each one of these phases individually. We are going to start with interphase. So in interphase, it's broken down into 3 stages. You have G1, which the G just means growth. So you have your parent cell, and it's just kind of hanging out there. It's not doing anything special. And then the cell will move into S phase, and S stands for synthesis. So what happens in S phase is that the chromosomes inside the nucleus start to synthesize or replicate. Basically, they just make exact clones of themselves. And when they do that, these little things called telomeres appear that kind of help keep them stuck together. Once that's complete, the cell moves into the G2 stage. Again, the G just stands for growth. So the chromosomes inside the nucleus, they are just going to grow a little bit more while they're in the G2 phase. Now, the cell will move then into prophase. Now, prophase is kind of cool. So what happens in prophase is not really a whole lot, but the nuclear membrane starts to break down. Centrioles appear on opposite ends of the cells, and these little spindle fibers start to form out from the centrioles. And your chromosomes, they start to condense a little bit more. They get a little bit closer, a little bit tighter. Then the cell will move into metaphase. So for metaphase, think middle. Metaphase, middle. So what do we mean by middle? Well, the chromosomes are going to line up in the middle of the cell. They're going to line up in a straight line. And the spindle fibers are going to come down, and they are going to grab these sister chromatids right at the telomere. And once that happens, the cell is going to move into anaphase. So anaphase means apart. And what's going to happen is these spindle fibers, they are like hands. They're greedy little hands, and they want to rip those sister chromatids apart. So the spindle fibers on the top of the cell, they are pulling the sister chromatids up to their end, and the spindle fibers that are coming up from the bottom of the cell, they are pulling their sister chromatids down to the southern end of the cell. And then the cell will move into telophase. Now for telophase, think two, meaning two nuclei. So now all of a sudden we have the same cell, but we have two nuclei inside of it. And each one has the 4 chromatids from way up here. Okay? Now, as you notice, the cell is taking on a new shape. So this dip right here in the center of the cell is known as cleavage. It's at that point where the cytoplasm is actually going to divide to create 2 cells. And then the final stage of cell division is, in fact, cytokinesis. So in cytokinesis, the cytoplasm actually divides at the cleavage to give you 2 genetically identical daughter cells. And that is mitosis in a nutshell.